Welcome to Teaching Orchestra. Today we be going over Crossing Pirates Cove by Deborah Baker Monday. I used to work at a call center, and they said that you could start the call in any accent that you wanted to, but you had to finish the call the same way you started it. I'm not doing this whole episode in a pirate voice. I'm sorry. Crossing Pirates Cove by Deborah Baker Monday is absolutely one of my favorites. I love it. Deborah Baker Monday wrote this back in 2004 and absolutely nailed it with this. Since then, she's been getting even better and better with everything that she writes, especially her arrangements. But for my money, she writes the most quality string orchestra arrangements that are coming out right now. She publishes about 2 to 3 new arrangements per year, and she keeps getting better and better every time. Deborah Baker Monday, best in the game. But yeah, I really like Crossing Pirates Cove. It's fun to play, it has good energy, and it tells a fun story. It even includes a practice piano part. Some teachers have like a keyboard at their podium, especially in the band world. And every band director's got one of these like little keyboards nowadays. And for me, I'd rather grab a kid's violin instead. But if you've got a keyboard or a piano nearby, you can play along, and it's easier to have that piano part written out, especially with the viola stuff that you don't have to necessarily read the alto clef. So that's a little cheat there for you. But the disadvantage to playing my violin instead of a keyboard hooked up to speakers and stuff is that it may not always be loud enough. So having a keyboard hooked up to everything, it might help with intonation. It might help provide that sound. It might help to mirror what you want for them pitch-wise. And the part is outlined here for you in the score, so you don't have to worry about the alto clef, and the notes are just, on the staff, and it's easier to play. There's a little bit of controversy here because in the score, it says the piano is for rehearsal only. But then over here, it says, well, it's optional. And then, with smaller groups, it might be especially helpful. So I guess it's your call whether or not you want to use it in the concert. Yeah, if you've got a really small group, having a keyboard there will definitely help to fill it out. So do you. Crossing Pirates Cove is a grade 1 through CHOS, but if you live here in Texas and you're a part of the UIL system, it's a grade 2 on the PML, so what a deal, right? A grade 2 for the price of a grade 1. But even as a grade 2, it can be a little tricky. It's not even close to the easiest grade 2 out there. There's chromaticism, there's a lot of stuff on the G string, tempo changes, it's a lot. And look, I did Crossing Pirates Cove with a non-varsity group back in 2014, and I got 2'd on stage with this piece. And look, I just want to qualify, with a disclaimer that a 2 is an excellent rating, at least here in Texas, and it stands for excellent. And at the TMAA workshops, they always say, if someone said that you had an excellent orchestra, would you be offended? Of course not, but there's something above excellent in the rating system. There's superior, right? And maybe the reason why you're watching this video is because you want your orchestras to be superior, a cut above. While I'm on this topic, I'm reminded of when I was an undergraduate, I heard a quote, if you get a 2 in the sight reading room, it's the director's fault. If you get a 2 on stage, it's the kid's fault. Would you agree with that quote? Comment in the section below if you agree or if you disagree. I guess the idea behind that statement is that the students can practice and learn their parts, but you have to teach them how to sight read. I would argue, though, that 90% of your score on stage is based on what you program and how well it fits your group. How is that the kids' fault? They don't pick their pieces. You pick the pieces. Anyway, sorry for the tangent, but yeah, I programmed Crossing Pirates Cove because I like it and my students like it. Yeah, we didn't get the highest score at the contest, but we had fun playing it. What were the consequences? Nobody quit over it. Have you ever heard of a student quitting because you didn't get the highest rating at a contest? I don't think that's the reason why they quit. I think that there are probably more problems at that if students are dropping out en masse. And I knew that the rating that we were going to get 2 weeks before our contest, our intonation wasn't on par, and I didn't address this because I didn't address intonation early enough on in the school year. And I was in a rehearsal with this group, and I just had this epiphany that even if I started now, I didn't start early enough on intonation work to get the rating that I wanted, and that there were going to be too many problems to fix before the contest. So what did I do? Did I give up? No. I made the decision that we needed to work on finger patterns more, and we did, and we worked on them for the rest of the year, and I incorporated them into our classroom routine. We tune, we play longbows, we play finger patterns. I also started being more intentional about the way I taught technique. I stopped winging it in class. I put together technical exercises to make it foolproof over time. I developed these into teaching companions that I share on my website at teachingorchestra.com. I wished that I had had these earlier in my career, especially at the stages of life when I didn't have time to sit down at the computer and write these exercises. And if I had 5 extra minutes to spare, I would take a nap so that I didn't fall asleep in my class after lunch. You know, I had small children at home. I wasn't getting a lot of sleep. And if your school district won't pay for you to get these teaching companions on the website, I get it. Times are tough, and they pinch every penny to make things work. But before you pay out of pocket, send me an email at teachingorchestra@gmail.com and let me know what you want, and I'll send it to you for free. Just 'cause I wish somebody would have done that for me, and maybe one day you'll give back to the community, you'll help another teacher, and you'll be a value multiplier. And honestly, we're kind of hurting for teachers right now. We're hurting for orchestra teachers. So anything I can do to help keep you in our profession is time well spent on my end. So I appreciate what you do. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next episode.